ऋषया उचुः एष विष्णो भगवतः कलां भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्या सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्या नापायिनी ऋषया उचुः एष विष्णो भगवतः एष विष्णो भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्या सम्भूतिः इयं च लक्ष्म्यः सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्य अनपायिनी ऋषया उचुः एष विष्णो भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्या सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्य अनपायिनी
ऋषया उचुः एष विष्णोर्भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्यः सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्य अनपायिनी एष विष्णु भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्यः एष विष्णु भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्यः सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्यानपायिनी ऋषया उचुः एष विष्णो भगवतः कला भुवनपालिनी इयं च लक्ष्म्यः सम्भूतिः पुरुषस्यानपायिनी
ऋषयः उचुः. The sages said, Eshaha, this male, Vishnuhu, of Lord Vishnu, Bhagavataha, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kala, expansion, Bhuvanapalini, who maintains the world, Yam, this female, Cha, also, Lakshmiha, of the goddess of fortune, Sambhutihi, expansion, Purushasya, of the Lord, Anapayini, inseparable. The great sages said the male is the plenary expansion of the power of Lord Vishnu to maintain the entire universe, and the female is the plenary expansion of goddess of fortune, is never separated from the Lord. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. The significance of the goddess of fortunes never being separated from the Lord is clearly mentioned herein. People in the material world are very fond of the goddess of fortune and they want her favor in the form of riches. They should know, however, that the goddess of fortune is inseparable from Lord Vishnu. Materialists should understand that the goddess of fortune should be worshipped along with the Lord Vishnu and should not be regarded separately. Materialists seeking The favor of the goddess of fortune must worship Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi together to maintain material opulence. If a materialist follows the policy of Ravana, who wanted to separate Sita from Lord Ramachandra, the process of separation will vanquish him. Those who are very rich and have taken favor of the goddess of fortune in this world must engage their money in the service of the Lord. In this way, they can continue in their opulent position without disturbance. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Of the two, the male will be able to expand his reputation throughout the world, namely Pithu. Indeed, he will be first among the kings.
Purport. There are different types of incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Shastras, it is said that Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva and Ananta are very powerful incarnations of the Brahman feature of the Lord. Similarly, Shachipati or Indra, the king of heaven, is an incarnation of the lusty feature of the Lord. Aniruddha is an incarnation of the Lord's mind. Similarly, King Prithu is an incarnation of the ruling force of the Lord. Thus, the saintly persons and great sages predicted the future activities of the King Prithu was already explained as a partial incarnation of a plenary expansion of the Lord.
The female has such beautiful teeth and beautiful qualities that she will actually beautify the ornaments she wears. Her name will be Archi. In future, she will accept King Prithu as her husband. In the form of King Pithu, the Supreme Personality Godhead has appeared through a part of his potency to protect the people of the world. The goddess of fortune is constant companion of the Lord, and therefore she is incarnated partially as Archi to become the king's queen.
Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that whenever one sees an extraordinary power, he should conclude that a specific partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present. There are innumerable such personalities, but not all of them are direct Vishnu Tattva, plenary expansions of the Lord. Many living entities are classified among the Shakti Tattvas. Such incarnations, empowered for specific purposes, are known as Shaktya-Vesha avatars. King Prithu was such a Shaktya-Vesha avatar of the Lord. Similarly, Archi, King Prithu's wife, was a Shaktya-Vesha avatar of the goddess of fortune.
The great sage Maitreya continued, My dear Viduruji, at that time all the Brahmanas highly praised and glorified King Prithu, and the best singers of the Gandharva Loka chanted his glory. The inhabitants of Siddha Loka showered flowers, and the beautiful women in the heavenly planet danced in ecstasy. Conchs, bugles, drums, kettle drums vibrated in outer space. Great sages, forefathers, personalities from the heavenly planet all came to the earth from different planetary systems. Lord Brahma, the master of the entire universe, arrived there, accompanied by the demigods, by all the demigods and the chiefs, seeing the lines of Lord Vishnu palm on King Prithu's right hand, an impression of lotus flowers on the soles of his feet. Lord Brahma could understand that King Prithu was the partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality Godhead. On his palm bears the sign of a disc, as well as the line should be considered a partial representation of the incarnation of the Supreme Lord.
Purport. There is a system by which one can detect an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nowadays, it has become a cheap fashion to accept any rascal as an incarnation of God. But from this incident, we can see that Lord Brahma personally examined the hands and feet of King Prithu for specific signs. In their prophecies, the learned sages and Brahmanas accepted Prithu Maharaj as a plenary partial expansion of the Lord. During the presence of Lord Krishna, however, a king declared himself Vasudeva and Lord Krishna killed him. Before accepting someone as an incarnation of God, one should verify his identity according to the symptoms mentioned in the Shastras. Without these symptoms, the pretender is subject to be killed by the authorities for pretending to be an incarnation of the God.
I think this subject we have discussed, so we continue. The learned Brahmanas are very attached to the Vedic ritual ceremonies and arranged for the king's coronation. People from different directions collected all the different paraphernalia for the ceremony. Thus everything was complete. All the rivers, seas, hills, mountains, serpents, cows, birds, animals, heavenly plant, the earth plant, all of the living entities collected various presentations according to their ability to offer the king. Thus the king Pithu, exquisitely dressed with garments and ornaments, coronated and placed on the throne. The king and his wife Archi, were also exquisitely ornamented, appeared exactly like fire. The great sage continued, mighty Vidura, Kuvera presented the great king Pithu with golden throne. The demigod Varuna presented him with the umbrella that constantly sprayed fine particles of water and was brilliant as a moon. The demigod of the air Vayu presented King Pithu with two vests, chamara of hair, the king of religion. Dharma presented him with a flower garland which would expand his fame. The king of heaven Indra presented a valuable helmet, and the supreme death Yamaraja presented him with a scepter which wished to rule the world. Lord Brahma presented King Pithu with a protective garment made of spiritual knowledge. Bharati Saraswati, wife of Brahma, gave him a transcendental necklace. Lord Vishnu presented him with a Sudarshana disc, and Lord Vishnu's wife, goddess of fortune, gave him an imperishable opulences.
Purport. All the demigods presented various gifts to King Pithu. Hari, an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Upendra, in the heavenly planet, presented the king with a Sudarshana disc. It should be understood that this Sudarshana disc is not exactly the same type of Sudarshana disc used by the personality of Godhead Krishna or Vishnu. Since Maharaja Prithu was a partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's power, the Sudarshana disc given to him represented the partial power of the original Sudarshana disc.
Lord Shiva presented him with a sword with a sheath marked with 10 moons. His wife, the goddess Durga, presented him with a shield marked with 100 moons. That moon demigod presented him with a horses made of nectar. And the demigod Vishwakarna presented him with a very beautiful chariot. The demigod of fire Agni presented him with a bow made of goats, horns of goats and cows. The sun god presented him with arrows brilliant as sunshine. The predominant deity of Bhuluka presented him with the slippers full of mystic power. The demigod from outer space brought him presentation of flowers again and again.
Purport. This verse describes that king's slippers were invested with mystic powers. Paduke Yoga Mayyav. Thus, as soon as the king placed his feet in the slippers, they would immediately carry him wherever he desired. Mystic yogis can transfer themselves from one place to another whenever they desire. A similar power was invested in the slippers of King Pithu. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
The demigod who always traveled in outer space gave King Pithu the art to perform drama, sing song, play musical instrument and dissipate at his will. The great sages who offered him infallible blessing, the ocean offered him conch shell produced from the ocean. The seas, mountains, rivers gave him room to drive his chariot without impediments, and a Suta, a Magadha, and a Vandi offered prayers and praises. They all presented themselves before him to perform their respective duties. Thus, when the greatly powerful King Pithu, son of Vena, saw the professionals before him to congratulate and inspired in the gravity of vibrating sounds of cloud, he spoke as follows. King Pithu, O gentle Suta, Magadha, other devotees offering prayer, the quality of which you have spoken are not distinct in me. Why then should you praise me for all these qualities when I do not shelter these features? I do not wish for these words meant for me to go in vain, but it's better that we offer to someone else.
Purport. The prayers and praises by the Suta, Magadha, and Vandi all explain the godly qualities of the Maharaja Prithu, for he was Shaktya-Vesha incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because the qualities were not yet manifest, however, King Prithu very humbly asked why the devotees should praise him with such exalted words. He did not want anyone to offer him prayers or glorify him unless he possessed the real qualities of which they spoke. The offering of prayers was certainly appropriate, for he was an incarnation of Godhead, but he warned that one should not be accepted as an incarnation of the personality of Godhead without having the godly qualities. At the present moment, there are many so-called incarnations of the personality of Godhead, but these are merely fools and rascals whom people accept as incarnations of God, although they have no godly qualities. King Prithu desired that his real characteristics in the future might justify such words of praise. Although there was no fault in the prayers offered, Prithu Maharaj indicated that such prayers should not be offered to an unfit person who pretends to be an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Sarasate Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prithuruvacha Bhosutehi Magada Saumya Vandhil Loke Adhuna Prashta Gunasya Mesha Kemashayo Me Stava Esha Yojatam Mamai Abhuvam Vitata Giro Vaha. King Prithu's, O gentle Suta, Magadha, the devotee offering prayer, the quality of which you have spoken are not distinct in me. Why then should you praise me for all these qualities when I do not shelter these features? I do not wish for these words meant for me to go in vain, but it better be offered to someone else. Thank you, Sri Padamataji. Today is also the appearance day of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the great Acharya in our parampara. Srila Prabhupada's guru is Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. His guru is Gaur Krishna Babaji Maharaj and his guru is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur single-handedly re-pioneered the whole mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was the magistrate. Many people say, I don't get time, I have some responsibility. He was the magistrate. Big responsibility. At the time of Britishers, they were just next to governor. Very big post. And very learned personality. Very respected. He wrote a lot of books. He personally started the preaching. He different contributions of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Tell me, what are the different contributions of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Yes. What is so? Yes.
First copy of
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhuji Danvat Pranam. First copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita was being retrieved by the Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any other contribution?
He discovered the place of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, Prabhuji.
Wonderful, wonderful. He discovered the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he was sitting in his house, he saw a light, a spiritual light, something. And then next day he went with his son to inquire, and he saw a lot of tulsi in that place, very auspicious. Then the people told him this is the actual birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because after the disappearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ganga river had covered all the pastime places. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had to rediscover everything. So he discovered the place by this way, and then he's, because he was the magistrate, got hold of all the maps, everything, and he identified all angles. This is the birthplace, and got it confirmed spiritually again by bringing Jagannath Das Babaji, who was the leading Vaishnava at the time, and he came to this place. He was taken in a basket. He danced in ecstasy. Jai Sachinandana. This is okay. So discovered the birthplace, and then he was a magistrate. He told all the people, give me 1 rupee. A 1 rupee of that time is, how much does it cost? That was silver coin. Anybody has a 1 rupee of those time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur time? So you can tell me how much does it cost? 1 Italy, how much grams? One coin will not be 1. At least it is 10 grams. How much 10 grams silver costs today? Huh? So say around 1,000 rupees. So he asked all the people to just give him 1 rupee. And he collected that, and even though the magistrate, he went house to house, collected and built the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which was Yoga Pitha. He called it Yoga Pitha. Yoga means there is joining, addition, or the spiritual world and material world connects there. Lord descended there. He called it Yoga Pitha. And later his son kept developing the birthplace. And today what we have, we go to Yoga Pitha. Near our ISKCON temple is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, any other contribution of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? That's
Hare
all?
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, he composed many devotional songs and bhajans in Sanskrit and Bengali, such as Kalyana Kalpataru, Sharanagati and Geetavali.
So whatever we are bhajans, we are singing, most of the bhajans we are singing in ISKCON were composed by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yes. Then, that's all? That's all, huh?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, he started Navahata preaching.
He started Navahata preaching with Guru Maharaj, has developed all around the world. Yes, too. So then, he wrote so many books. He wrote so many books explaining the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Hundreds of books he wrote. He used to sleep only 2 hours. And he used to whole night write like Srila Prabhupada wrote many. His time schedule is astonishing. Then, that's all. No other contribution.
Prabhuji, he gave his son to the cause of Lord Chaitanya.
Yes, how many people are ready to do that? He gave his son. Yes, my dear son, you spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his son Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada did that. He instructed him in so many beautiful letters. Yes.
He built a temple in Mayapur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace.
Yes, Neeraja Mataji. Yes, wonderful. Then,
He predicted that Sanapati Bhakta of Lord Chaitanya is coming.
what is that?
Predicted that Sanapati Bhakta of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming.
Very soon, one Senapati Bhakta will spread the message. Yes, then he made 3 predictions. He said very soon, one devotee will go all around the world unimpeded and spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He made the prediction 1896, exactly the year Prabhupada was born. He made the prediction that all around the world people will chant the holy name of Krishna. It's true, that also happened true. He predicted that people from all around the world will come in Mayapur and dance together, chanting Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. That is also true. He predicted an Adbhuta, beautiful temple will come in Mayapur. That is also true. So how many predictions are prediction in making? Okay. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. So today on this day, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is appearance day. Let us pray to him to get the spiritual strength so that we can continue our spiritual life. We can do something so that Prabhupada will be pleased. Okay. Now coming to today's topic. Today's topic is fame and the famous. Now today the world has become so much fixated, totally I think they are looking for their chairs. Some are in my room also. Okay. So people have become fixated on the fame. Social media, people will take a photograph. Isn't it we do that? And then after that, please like, share. We take our own photograph, and when we watch for half an hour, how many people liked it, isn't it? We are so much, we are so much desiring our honor, attention, that it is being exploited by the whole social media. Social media today is nothing, just exploiting. What is it anyway? Facebook or WhatsApp or what is it anyway? People are trying to promote themselves. Please like, please share. And people are gone crazy about it. And this weakness of people for self-glorification. Previously, some celebrity is there, he will be glorified. That's how it was previously. Everybody doesn't get a space to be glorified, but everybody wants to be glorified. And that is what is social media. How it is running. It is running because people want attention. People want to be glorified. Please like it. It has become viral. Some stupid video has become viral. It's meaningless self-glorification, something become viral. And this tendency of self-glorification is very deep actually. Mana, puja, pratishtha. Did you say something about? No, I didn't say. So much every time. If some fame is coming, we'll lick it up. So much we are hungry for personal fame. And it takes a lot of spiritual realizations. In Bhagavad Gita we read that a person who is self-realized, his honor and dishonor is same for him. It is again and again said. So many shlokas talk about it. It takes many a lifetime of realizations to come out of it. Somebody says, you're wonderful. So nice to hear. Somebody says, you're an idiot number one. We can't take it. We just can't take it. Therefore, Prabhupada says that one of the signs of spiritual life advancement is realized humility. And what is realized humility? Prabhupada says, if the person is not eager to have satisfaction of being honored in this world. There is some kind of a satisfaction you get when you are honored in this world. It's totally away from that. So more we are spiritually advanced, these things will appear. It's easy to say, Tiranadapi Suni Jaina Tarorapi Savishna Amanina Manadena. Not eager for any respect, ready to give all respect. But it takes a lot of realizations. In fact, that is what when we meet a devotee of the Lord, that is the first thing that strikes us. You can see in his personality. Because in this world, otherwise people are just measuring each other. You meet somebody, he measures you, you measure him. You see whether he is a benefit to me, he sees whether you are a benefit to him. You see whether he is of the same status, he sees you are of the same status. This world is khichdi, kachara. That's all this world is. But Amani na manadena is different principle. Devotee has actually a natural humility within the heart. A realized spiritually, based on spiritual advancement, a humility within the heart. He's not a fool, but he had the humility within him. You see that Pithu Maharaj is being honored. And he's saying, you could have offered this prayer to somebody else. I have till now, that's okay. Till now I have not shown these symptoms. These symptoms you are talking of have not manifested me till now. I have not done any activities. You people are glorifying me, the sages that glorify. You are speaking so many things about me, but I have not shown these symptoms till now. Why you are talking about this? He is an incarnation of God, is behaving like that. When people used to tell Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are Krishna, used to block his ears. Don't say that. It's a great offense. Now, when people come to ISKCON, what do they hear? It's totally different from where the Mayavadis speak. No. When they go there, they say, yes, very nice, you're not body, you're Brahman. Great. Nice to hear. Brahman means a great. Yes. You are Narayana himself. Wonderful. You are moving the sun and the moon. Super. It's the same desire for fame which is exploited. That weakness we have. We want to be honored. That is what is social media. Why people spend time on social media? There has to be a reason, no? Just like I say, why people read newspaper all day? There is a reason. Because they are in Rajoguna, Tamoguna, they want sense gratification. And that is what it offers. A Brahmana will not read for more than 1 minute. What is there to read? Brahma janati iti Brahmana. What is there to read? Anna? So it's very important, you know what is honored, who should be honored. We want to hear the activities of honorable people. So you'll not read newspaper because there is nobody honorable there, all idiots being glorified. There is a glorification going on of idiots and they're accepting that glorification. Why I want to hear that? What is there to be read? So Brahmana doesn't spend. Kshatriya, Vaishya, they have a desire for fame and power. Oh, somebody got fame and power. It's interesting, he got fame and power. That's we should understand the reason. So similarly, why people get attracted to social media? Because there is a reason. I want to be noticed. It is a small child also, you leave him free. He goes to where everybody is looking. You notice a small child, he will go where all the people are looking and stand there. Because that unconsciously, everybody wants, we have come to imitate Krishna in this world. Krishna is all the famous, he's being worshipped all the time. Okay? Now we want to imitate him. If we forget that I am a worshipper, I am not worshipable. We have come to become worshipable. But I am not worshipable, I am a worshipper. So, because our eyes, our weaknesses, that's how you see that everything, the world is exploitation. We are weak, we want name and honor, and therefore, this whole phenomena. Today people are mad all the time. They're seeing what the people pick up mobile for. No utility. They see whether there's any news. Because why news? Because they want sense gratification. And it's the whole thing, the media is permeated with sense gratification. And they are imperceptibly, unconsciously drinking that. They get addicted to that. What happened? What happened? That's gambling. What happened? Why are you bothered? What happened? Sun is rising and it will set one day. Why you are wasting your time? But what happened? We are so much into sense gratification, uncertainties. Abhayam sattva samshuddhi jnana yoga vavastitihi. How do you advance a spiritual life in this kind of consciousness? Abhayam, you should be fearless. What happened? Nothing happens. Be fearless. You are taken protection of Krishna. Sattva samshuddhi, then you can work for your self-purification. Every second you are thinking, what happened, what happened? Where is your spiritual advancement? Where is your hearing of the Shastra? All the time will be sucked up. A devotee is how much time in a day? Half an hour? 1 hour? You just be reading Times of India 100 times, you reading a different newspaper 1,000 times, that's it. Your time is sucked up. So we have to be very, very careful. So similarly, the desire, just like our desire for sense gratification is exploited by the news media, our desire for fame, and also news media, everything who has become famous. Why? I want to become famous. I am putting myself there. Can I be? When you read the Shastra, you see so many great people. And you think, I wish I can become a devotee like Gopa one day. You develop a desire, no? Yes, can I be as fortunate? As fortunate. Pithu Maharaj is actually empowered incarnation, empowered by the Lord to do the Lord's service in this world. Can I be so fortunate? We read about Dhruva Maharaj, how fortunate he was. He achieved pure devotion. But we read news because we want something else. We see this person is so fortunate. Look at him. He became the most famous person in the world. Can I be like that? We become attracted to something nonsense. It depends what you are reading. You got it? You get attracted. See, this person is so famous. See, this person has become so rich. Can I also become rich like this person? You keep reading. What is Ambani doing? What is Adani doing? Oh, they got this much crores, another person. I wish I can get like that. So we keep daydreaming. But if you read the Shastra, then another kind of dreams appear. You pray to Dhruva Maharaj, you are so fortunate, Krishna gave you shelter. Well, why don't you bless me? I can also become a devotee one day. So you develop a different attitude altogether. Shravanam is the foundation of spiritual life, but today the foundation is social media and the news. That's why the people spend time. And what do they get in social media? Again, news and self-glorification. Correct? Sometimes I've spent people take whole day to dress up, to take one photograph, and they put up. And every minute they're checking how many people likes. And if the 12 likes come, they're not satisfied. So every like they reply, thank you very much, thank you. So it becomes 40, 45 likes, and the big conversation. So a lot of people will look at it. So now how to handle glorification is actually very difficult. Now Pithu Maharaj, you look at him, he says that, see, I have not done any activity now. Why do you are saying like that? And here a Mayavadi saying you are Narayana. They take great pleasure. You are Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. When they say Narayana, it doesn't mean the Supreme Lord Narayana. That you are Narayana, I am Narayana. What is this nonsense? Narayana has become so cheap. But this is what is happening. That's what the people are doing today. They're making Narayana out of each other. They're imagining they become Narayana. You don't become Narayana by imagining. You become Narayana servant. That also is a big achievement. So now, it was such a great lesson from Pithu Maharaj. You see, Amanina, not desiring any satisfaction of being honored in this world. There is a kind of, I told you the good example once. I was teaching in one college. Suddenly an army man was made the director. So one faculty who was a good friend of mine, he said, be careful dealing with him. He said, why? He's used to salams. Salams. And actually it was true. It was very true. I could see, unconsciously there is a great appetite. You're an army person, when you go to your office, you hear 500 salams. And unconsciously drinking that. That has become, see, body as a food, mind as a food. The food for the body is what? Some apple, juices and all, grains, Chaturveda, Bhagavat Prasado. Food for the mind is Mahana Puja Pratishtha. That's the food for the mind. Mind wants to eat that. You don't give that, it is very difficult. Devatas and subtle, mostly subtle body. You do puja for them. You don't puja for them, they become very upset because food hungry now. Kuch khana nahi hai, bhook lag rahi hai. Honor is another food, isn't it? Hum khate hain usko bhi. We eat the gross food, we eat subtle food also. We need the subtle food also. Indra became so upset. Why is not being honored? Bhook lag rahi hai yaar. ये क्या पूजा ही नहीं कर रहे लोग? पेट खाली है. Honor, give me honor, है ना? Isn't it? So this is honor is one of the. So what do we do when we preach Krishna consciousness? So pure devotees, we understand they are in a platform totally transcendental, beyond the honor and dishonor of the world. Then we deal with the karmis of the world, they are animals basically. They are only running around for honor. Now, as a devotees, you go to preach Krishna consciousness. You take class. At the end of, many of you are taking class, end of the course, people thank you. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. It was so nice. Those words will be with me whole life. And thank you so much. Some people even cry out of gratitude. Thank you so much. But how do you deal with it? How do you deal? As a sadhaka, see, problem is not for a pure devotee, he is transcendental. Problem is not for a karmi, he is an animal. No need to discuss. Discussion is for us how to deal. As a sadhaka, how to deal with honor. Yes. Anybody? How to deal with honor that you get. Whatever you do. People go down.
That honor is ultimately meant for the Lord. Respects are being paid to the Lord, and if somebody is a very good preacher or a teacher, he becomes the madhyam, or the way that we can find our way to the Lord. So we are expressing our gratitude to the Lord and to him as the madhyama. So take it, disregard it, and go move on, Prabhuji. That's the only thing I think of. Thank you.
The person also should be conscious. Just like we look at Srila Prabhupada, why do we respect him? In connection with Krishna, not independent of that. Anna, Srila Prabhupada is eternal associate, is always in connection with Krishna. He loves Krishna, his love for Krishna. So always we see somebody in connection to Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha. We should see Krishna Sambandha when you look at anybody. He is serving Krishna. Therefore I honor. Correct? You understand?
Yes,
Krishna Sambandha. Yes, and that person also understands Krishna Sambandha. I am being honored because I am repeating message of the Lord. You know, that's all my credit. That's the Prabhupada says. I have no credit in this connection. If there is no honor credit, give it to my Guru. And any credit I have is that I have not diluted, I have not changed the message. I just repeated what I heard from my spiritual master. That's the only credit we can take. Yes? Anything else?
Prabhuji, it is being done at the order of the Guru. So it is not something that has been assigned. I have come up with, rather I have been assigned that work. So that's what Prabhupada took that.
I've been ordered and I just did it. That's what Prabhupada said. My Guru Maharaj told me and I've done it. That's it. Very good, very good. That's so. We should always take the see what happened. How you will come to know. We should be introspective. Sometimes dishonor will come. See, a good friend gives a good advice, but sometimes he says something bitter also. You've gone crazy, correct? So similarly, honor and dishonor should be both taken with the same spirit. And when honored, immediately pass on to the Guru Parampara. This credit actually goes to the Parampara, isn't it? Yes, any other way? Mulladarji, how do you handle honor?
No, we have to forget about I and mine.
Very good.
So that will give the real.
You go somewhere and thousands of people put chadar on. They do aarti for you and people clap for hours. It's not easy, huh? Muralidarji, isn't it? It's not easy.
It's not easy, definitely.
We feel, yes. Correct. You people are correct.
Once we associate with the spiritual world, then it becomes a bit easier to.
When you come to the spiritual platform, it becomes easy. Yes, Sunilji, how do you handle honor?
We have learned from you, Guruji. In fact, whenever people praise you, you always be so humble. You will say it is all because of Srila Prabhupada. It is all because of Krishna. We have learned from you. We'll always say the same thing.
Thank you, Sunilji. Hare Krishna. Ratnagiri Mataji, how do you honor? You go somewhere, people do puja for you. They make you sit on a big chair. They do arti. Ratnagiri, you spoke Krishna consciousness. It was so nice. We are blessed. We are benefited. How do you handle that?
Yes, Prabhuji, you humbly accept it, but you know that you are not that. That is important. And main thing, after that, when you go back, you should not keep on repeating the same thing in your mind. That will cause more ahankara. So that is very important.
Take a recording of this. See, they are honoring. We record it and share. Like. People say, no? You have seen that? Like, share, like. I have been honored. You know, people put in, where I saw, LinkedIn they put, are now been promoted as a senior software engineer and 100 likes. Feeling so nice. What do they use? Anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, when someone recognizes us in some aspect and if they say anything good about us, we should not feel proud about that, Prabhuji. We should think that we are useless persons, and just by the mercy of the Lord, we have been able to take such things from people. Because as soon as we feel proud, we fall down. So that should be there in our mind, Prabhuji. So whatever the honor is there, it's all because of Krishna's and Guru's mercy.
Yes, Preeti Mataji, how do you handle honor?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, honor and famous is just like a big waves in the ocean. If we let them, if we face it, then we let us carried away and throw us far, far away. Instead, if you go down, if you bend and then pass through the wave, then it is easy to come out of it. So when we receive such honor, we should just bow down and mentally honor our Guru and the Lord for giving us such an opportunity for this service.
Hare Krishna, great. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One more thing, we should always, when we are talking, we should realize that we are able to say this because of Prabhupada's books, the purports. Because of reading that only, we are able to point out something, If that is in your heart and what you are listening to your gurus and Prabhuji's, the daily lectures, that is what you are passing on to others. And if Prabhupada's books were not there, we are nowhere. We would not be able to think also what we are supposed to say, Prabhuji.
Very good. Give due credit. See, to be a devotee, we should become a gentleman, that's all. Yes, Shobha Malli Mataji, Hare Krishna. How do you handle honor?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. This honor is everything is for you. So one word I say, Krishnarpanamastu. That's it. All the whatever we get, just Krishnarpanamastu. So that ego and whatever the pride will not have it in our mind. It is my own experience, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Sarita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, pranams. Prabhuji, if anything in small thing, if somebody identifies and prays, like we can always think of the people who have sacrificed their life or Guru Paramparas, like how much contribution they have made. So ours become very insignificant. So in that way.
Very good. Meditate on the contribution of the Acharya, then you remember where you are, what you did till now. Prabhupada Thakur did it. He alone re-pioneered the whole mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada did it. He developed Mayapur and established Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada did it. He made take Krishna consciousness all around the world. What we did, what did you do? I do. I simply slept, that's all. So we know how humble we are, what is our position. That's good. If we can glorify the great Acharyas, the great devotees, we understand where we are situated. Wonderful, Sarita Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay. Hare Krishna. Shubhamai Harini Devi Dasi, what do you want to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Pranam. Prabhuji, we are just acting as a postman. We have got nothing. Just we deliver what was given to us by Acharyas, and we preach about Krishna. So whatever honor we are getting, it's because of you all as the teachers, whatever you have taught. So we accept it humbly and say that it's all the favor, the mercy of our teachers, first of all, from the Mangalore teachers and from Srila Prabhupada. That's it, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Now we close Mulladarji. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpata rupasya kripa sindhave evacha patita nam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. We will continue this tomorrow, one more shloka on this. So keep meditating on this. Let us discuss this one more time, because this is not an easy thing. How to honor and how to accept honor. Meditate on that. How to handle when you are being honored. We cannot just say, please, reject it, don't honor. We cannot say like that, and how to handle it. It's not easy for a sadhaka. Okay? Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpata Rupasya Kripa Sindhaveva Cha Patita Nama Pavane Vaishnava.